What was the first life lesson that you remember learning as a kid? Was it how to tie your shoelaces? How to ride your bike? Perhaps the all-important no hat, no play rule? Or even just the importance of saying thank you? These significant moments have become ingrained in our nature. The lessons and experiences that we learn as children form the ways in which we look at things and the ways we choose to understand them.
So my name is Luke Stanley Winder. I live in just outside of a town called Tathra in the southern tablelands of New South Wales. And myself and my beautiful wife Pia and my 3 boys run a regenerative farm. Joel Sutton talks about being surrounded by the abundance of life. Like just this little walk we've done this morning. Don't you feel good knowing that you've checked on all the animals, everything's happy, no one's got their head stuck in a fence. You know, essentially the survival and the lifestyle of all these animals hinges back on me. It's a big responsibility, right? So this is why in the morning, like I said, normally I'm on my motorbike, but just go around and check everyone. You're not dealing with intelligent animals here. Like I said, you will find one with just its head stuck in the fence, you know? If you don't check it in the morning, you know, it'll die. So just go around, make sure everyone's okay, make sure the dog's all right. Regen agriculture is an amazing and very natural way of producing protein. It uses permaculture techniques through horticulture, but I obviously am focused on protein production. And it's a way of allowing animals to live as naturally as possible, creating ecosystems commercially within your own property. Doing amazing things like rebuilding topsoil, increasing organic matter, sequestering carbon's a big one. It's a system where there's a lot of direct marketing, there's a lot of relationship building with your consumer and knowing your consumer, and in return them getting to know their producer and understanding their producer. It's a system where it involves family and families and community. It's a system where the animal essentially is treated with a lot of respect as a living being, and as it's processed and as it's killed, it's respected. And I think the regen community put a lot of emphasis on the way the animals, I mean, we talk about our animals, they're really only allowed to have one bad day and they're not allowed to know it's coming.
You want to be involved with Regen Ag, you want to support people, all you guys have to do is buy it. I mean, how simple is that? Get on, subscribe. We'll deliver it to your house. Can't really make it much easier for you. But these chickens, we don't make them with a magic wand. There's a lot of work that goes into these methods, and I hope you guys have had a bit of an appreciation of that.
My boys really help out a lot, especially my eldest, of course. He's 11 years old, and we more or less don't move anything around the farm unless Tommy's there. He really is an extra man, and a lot of the times he's probably the best man I've got on the ground. He's young and he's full of energy and he knows what he's doing. He's grown up around these animals, so it's a massive asset to the business. But I guess for myself personally, I know they're picking up and learning skills that a lot of kids are missing out on. They're gaining knowledge as far as where their food comes from and how the world goes around that. They know the importance of this methodology. They respect this way of life and the way that we handle and care for animals. And I hope that is the building block of everything that they do. If you have an absolute respect for nature and life itself, I think, that should be the basis of any sort of an education for a child, should it not? My boys have obviously grown up. I'm not sure that the next generation sees race, colour, creed. They just don't see it. My boys themselves are half Filipino. It really is an exciting time, I guess. There's a lot of tolerance towards sexual fluidity and there's an emphasis on our planet and the way that we're dealing with and treating our planet. And I think essentially the building blocks that we've given our boys it's putting them in a fantastic position. If they move forward with that mantra and go through their life with that mantra, I mean, I can only see good things happening for everyone, for all of us. We need our smartest, finest, best students in agriculture. Do we not want clever people growing our food? That's something I did come up against a little bit, I guess. If you get a 98 UAI and you say to your teacher that you want to take over the family farm, it interests me what response you would get there. I'd love there to be a bit of a shift in the consumer and the consumer's thinking, people appreciating nutrient values of food, the value to their body in sustaining their body and building immunity and all the great things that food does for us. It sustains us as human beings. Let's put a little bit more emphasis on that.